Yo guys, Ollie Tatty, and today we are back with another video, or it's a big one. I'm doing my first batch of Premier League predictions for the 2022-2023 season. It is about 8 o'clock on the 29th of May. Nottingham Forest have just been promoted to the Premier League and in the playoffs after beating Huddersfield. So the whole team, the whole league is confirmed now. Bournemouth, Arsenal, Brentford, Brighton, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Everton, Southampton, Fulham, Leeds, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, Aston Villa, West Ham, Wolves. That's not in alphabetical order. That's just in the order they are across the bottom of the screen there. But I am doing my first batch of predictions, which is the pre-transfer window predictions. So apart from like Haaland to Man City and like Kamara and Diego Carlos to Aston Villa, there's not really been any confirmed transfers, just rumours for now. So just based on the team's performance last season and transfer rumours, I'm going to be predicting the Premier League for next season. I did it on my phone on my way back from my nan, so I've sort of got a rough idea. In 20th place, I'm going to go for Brentford FC. I think, like Sheffield United did last season, season before, I think they are going to suffer from second season syndrome. Because like with Sheffield United, they didn't have a great squad. It's just they had great team spirit and morale, and ended up finishing ninth was it? And I think that's going to be the case with Brentford because they, apart from Ivan Toney, and Christian Eriksen, of course, they don't really have any standout players. And if Christian Eriksen does move on to, no offense, but like a bigger club, so like a Tottenham or someone, then they are going to miss him. And I think it's just going to be another case of Sheffield United second season syndrome. I don't like Brentford more than Sheffield United because, I don't know, they just have that spirit about them where it's just a likeable club. But I don't think they're going to have enough to stay in the Premier League next season. 19th, I've gone with my first of the three promoted teams. Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are going to finish 19th next season. I mean, one of the promoted teams has to get relegated, don't they? So I think it's likely to be Bournemouth out of the three. To be honest with you, I was going to say I can't name a Bournemouth player, but that's a lie. Front three of Todd Cantwell, Dom Solanke and David Brooks. They've got Gary Cahill at the back as well. And is it Mark Travers that's their goalkeeper? Yeah, unless they make some big signings, I don't think they're going to survive in the Premier League next season. And 18th, I'm going to go with a team that narrowly survived relegation this season. I'm going to go Leeds. I think they're going to go down next season because, again, I feel like Rafinha's going to move on. That's about it, to be honest. I just think the narrowly survived relegation last season. And with Rafinha likely to move on as well, I don't think it's looking good for them. Patrick Bamford's just disappeared off the face of the earth for them. But to be fair, they've not really replaced him because he doesn't need replacing because he's still at the club. But Joe Geldhardt's stepping into his boots and done quite well. So I don't know, maybe he can keep them up. And if they do sell Rafinha, they'll get a decent chunk of money for him, so they'll spend that improving the squad. But you never know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a Borough fan and just don't like Leeds, but I don't know. In 17th place, so narrowly surviving relegation, I'm going to go Nottingham Forest. I think they are just about going to do it, just about going to survive relegation. Hopefully, again, as a Middlesbrough fan, hopefully they sign Spence for a big chunk of money, as he has been one of their best players of the season, along with like Ryan Yates, Brennan Johnson, Bryce Samba and net. They've got a very strong squad, and if they can make the Jed Spence deal done, that would greatly help their Premier League survival chances. But obviously, it's not just them that want Jed Spence in. Tottenham want him. I think Tottenham are actually in talks to them. Arsenal want him. I heard even Bayern Munich want him. So Bayern, if you're out there, 50 mil, please. I'm joking. 60 mil. But yeah, if Nottingham Forest can get the strength if they can secure the squad that they have, and then improve upon that with the money they get from the playoff final, then I think they'll have a decent chance of surviving relegation. 16th, I went the final promoted team, Fulham. Surely they can't just bottle it and just go straight back down for the third season in a row. I think this season's the best out of any. It's like, it's literally just like two years ago. Yeah, Mitrovic absolutely bossed it in the Championship. Next season, Fulham went straight back down. Mitrovic did nothing. And this year, Mitrovic bosses it in the Championship. I feel like he is going to carry. He has to carry his form into the next season, surely. They've also got, I think, a far better squad than the last time they were in the Prem. The last time they were in the Prem, they just splashed money out. They spent like 100 mil. I think they were the top spenders in the January transfer window, I think it was. Either that or the summer transfer window. But they bought like Jean-Michel Seri, I remember. Other people as well. I think they brought in Ryan Babel as well. But they spent like 100 mil and it just did not work. But for the core squad they've got already is going to be good enough, saying they've got Rodak in goal. Does Rodak actually play in goal? I don't know. I don't really check Fulham squad. But they've got Harry Wilson, they've got Harry Wilson and Mitrovic. Who I think them alone could probably help Fulham survive relegation. Does Tom Kearney still play for them? No, I think Fulham, again, with the money for winning the Championship, could actually, if they spend it smart this season, they do have a decent chance of staying up. 15th, I went with Brighton and Hove Albion. I think, honestly, 16th to 12th I've got here. Honestly, just in contention could be anything. Like, they could go anywhere in those places. But Brighton, it's just Brighton, isn't it? Like, the win games, it's just not really exciting. I can't even name any. Mark Cucurella, he's wanted by Man City for 30 mil, so they might cash in with him. And I don't know, Neil Malpai, he might score a few. I don't know, Brighton don't seem like a contender to push top half next season. Like, they won't get relegated because they're Brighton, they're not to win games, Graham Potter, but I don't see them like doing spectacularly overachieving. 14th, I've gone with Everton. I don't know, it's just sorry, I don't know, with Everton they won't be anywhere near relegation, I don't think, this season. I think they'll just have an average year. Honestly, I don't see Frank Lampard making it to the end of the year. Maybe they will. If he gets the results and keeps Everton like mid-table, maybe pushing top half, maybe I can see him staying. But I don't know. Everton are a big club, saying they don't want to be mid-table. So if they're like 15th or below by Christmas, then I thought Frank's getting sacked. But I don't know. Richarlison will do well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he might go to Arsenal or somewhere else, I don't know. But they have a decent squad, it's just they don't show it often, I guess. But yeah. Who have we got next? 13th, I've gone with Southampton. I think that... What do I think with Southampton? They haven't had the 9-0 beaten this season, so they'll probably do another one next season. They've got a good... they're not going to have Armando Broja. It is like Broja or something. The Albanian striker on loan from Chelsea. They won't have him next... They could sign him on a permanent, but along with Palace as well, with Gallagher, Tuchel said that he wants to make them part of the core Chelsea squad next season, so... I don't know. They'll have James Ward-Prowse, so it should probably be enough. Like, again, there won't be anywhere near relegation, but... I don't know. it's going to be an interesting summer for Southampton, because if I can say this for every team, but if they sign the right players, I can see them doing well this season. Alright guys, I'm back. I've just gone for an hour, watching an episode of the new Strange Things season. I forgot where I was, so Southampton obviously. So, 12th who do I have? 12th I had Aston Villa. They've already confirmed to have 2 signings. Maybe 3, I think. They've got Diego Carlos and Boubacar Kamara. 2 really good signings. Which already, they're European level, not even mid-table Premier League level. Which is insane. And I think they're also getting Coutinho on a permanent deal, a cut price deal, so he's been brilliant for them as well. I think they're even sorted up front because they've got Ings and Watkins. Neither of them have really done anything this season. They're still good strikers. They've got Jacob Ramsey in midfield as well. Got Emi Buendia, Emi Martinez. They've still got a few decent centre backs: Mings, Konsa, Horse. They've still got Matty Cash, Luca Digne. I forgot about him. Aston Villa actually have a really good squad. Maybe 12th was a bit too harsh for them. Who do they have in 11th? Yeah, even I know I said Brighton, Everton, Southampton and Villa are in their own bracket. I'd say Aston Villa are in a different bracket. Yeah, they're actually going to have a good season, I think. I say it's a good season. I put them 12th, but they have a good squad. I think they'll do better than 12th. It's just the teams above them. There's so much quality in the Premier League. The fact that a team like Aston Villa is going to finish 12th is just mental. 11th, I've gone for the Birmingham rivals, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Pardon me, sorry. They finished decently in the Premier League this season, didn't they? Well, last season. Hang on. It's not working now. Where did they finish? They finished 10th, so 11th isn't that bad. They're going to have the best player in the world, Dermot Shaw, next season, so, if you guys didn't know, he's my favourite player. But yeah, he's done well with Barcelona. He got off to a good start, but then sort of trailed off a bit. But he did well with Barcelona, so hopefully he can carry a bit of that form back to Wolves. They haven't really made any signings yet, I don't think. But nah, I've only put them here just because they were around that space last season. 10th, I've got Crystal Palace. This could be this whole 9th to 12th, I think. I know it says 8th as well, but the teams in 9th to 12th, I think, could alternate anyway. Crystal Palace had a really, really good season last year with Patrick Vieira as manager. They're not going to have Conor Gallagher next season. I know Chelsea want to keep him, but again, they could persuade Chelsea to have him. They've got Odsonne Edouard up front, Benteke, Zaha. It's actually it, to be honest. No, I think based off form, Crystal Palace will have a good season next season. They'll also make some good signings. Genuinely, it could be like this, I think. It could be like that, could be like that, could be like that, could be like that. You never know. I think, along with Newcastle as well, who I'm putting in 9th, those 4 teams could be anywhere in the league. I think that bracket of teams is going to be very strong next season. But Newcastle, this isn't going off the fact that they are the richest club in the world, and it sort of is, but not even the fact that they're the richest club in the world going into the next transfer window. It's just based off the form they've had since Eddie Howe came in last season, saying I think they had the 2nd most points in the league. They were definitely top 5 most points in the league since Eddie Howe came in. They made some really smart signings. When you get that much money, you're going to do some stupid things. It's when, I don't know, what's an example here? Barcelona spend 135 million on Coutinho. If you have that money, you want to spend it smart. That wasn't really a good example, but usually if you had that sort of money, you would go for big signings, not smart signings. But Newcastle made smart signings. You get a lot of money to spend in a window. You're not going for Chris Wood, are you? You're not going for a 30-year-old Kieran Trippier. But they've been good signings. I mean, Chris Wood, maybe. I mean, I think they're still going to start Callum Wilson over him next season, but Trippier was a good signing. Bruno Guimaraes has been brilliant. Who else did they bring in apart from them three? I can't remember. Who did Newcastle bring in? Newcastle... I can't spell. Newcastle January signings. Matt Target. Oh, Matt Target was only on loan though. Yeah, it was just them four, but still, Trippier, Wood, and Guimaraes aren't bad signings. Even just the revolution of Joel Linton playing centre mid has been brilliant. So then, they might need to sign a new striker. I know they've got Chris Wood and Callum Wilson, and Joel Linton can play striker, but I don't know, they might want to bring in a solid striker. St. Maximin obviously doing wonders as usual. Who do they even play at centre back? Surely it's not Lascelles and Kieran Clark still. They're definitely going to buy a centre back this window. I think they were linked with Diego Carlos as well, but obviously he's went to Aston Villa. But Newcastle, I think, again, if they continue to make the smart signings they have and carry their form into next season, they're going to have a really good year. 7th? 8th. I've gone with Leicester, which I think is they finished 9th this season, I think, which obviously isn't usual to Leicester, but they were focusing more on the Conference League, which they still didn't win. But they're going to have a better season than last year. I think that was just a blip in form for Leicester. Who knows? They might be in the bottom half by Christmas, and Brendan Rodgers might get sacked. You see, I don't know. It's going to be a weird one for Leicester fans because they're just going to have to judge where they are this year. Again, Jamie Vardy's aging, but he still scores. You know, they've still got Patson Daka, young striker, and Kelechi Iheanacho. Still got Harvey Barnes, James Maddison. They've got still a decent team. They've got like Yannick Vestergaard and Kaglar Soyuncu. Wesley Fofana, is he back from injury already, or will he be back? He'll definitely be back from injury by the time the season starts, because his injury was pre-season last season. Yeah, Leicester, they'll do better this season. I think even just the return of Wesley Fofana will be better for them. 7th, I've gone with West Ham. Again, I don't want it to be cliche and, oh, look at that, the top 6 are the top 6. There's a big 6 are in the top 6, but I don't know. I do think West Ham will struggle a bit to replicate last season's form. And I don't think they'll be like bottom half or anything, but I don't know. They'll cement themselves as like a top half team, I guess, this season. They've got the Conference League, which, you know, should be easier than the Europa League, but I don't know. They'll probably focus on the Conference League this season while still trying to maintain the push for European spots. Got Ben Rama, they've got Antonio, Jared Bowen. He'll be absolutely lethal next season. Declan Rice, if they manage to keep hold of him. I completely forgot about him. If he doesn't go off to Chelsea or Man United. But yeah, I think West Ham will have a solid season. Not as good as this season, but still solid. 6th, again, this is going to be really harsh. Like, it's apart from Man City and Liverpool, it's going to be so hard to distinguish with the other 4 where they'll finish this season. Sorry to any Arsenal fans watching. I think there'll be a couple. I'm going Arsenal 6th next season. I don't know. It's just they do have a quality team like Bukayo Saka, Emile Smith Rowe. They might sign a striker next season, or they might stick with Eddie Nketiah. Martin Odegaard, you know, even the defence, you know, Cedric, Tomiyasu, Tierney, White, Rob Holding, Gabriel. What's his second name? I forgot what his second name is. Well, Gabriel, even Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Arsenal do have a really nice squad. And again, they'll probably definitely make some signings in the summer. Like, they might get Dominic Calvert-Lewin, like I said, from Everton. But yeah, it's going to be really hard to decide where the big 6 will finish outside of Man City and Liverpool. 5th, I've gone with Manchester United. I think the top 4 this season, or last season, will be the same as the top 4 next season. Not like in terms of positions, just in terms of teams. Well, Man United fifth, there we see Erik ten Hag coming in. Donny van der Beek coming back from loan. He'll thrive under Erik ten Hag. Possible sales of Eric Bailly, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's going to be a big year for Man United fans. Who knows? Erik ten Hag might just absolutely flop. But who knows? He might push for the league title. We won't know until we see what happens. Saying he has, I don't think he's even. Well, he'll have spoke to the players, but he hasn't played a game with them yet. We don't know what to expect from him. I've been looking at the signings of Frankie de Jong, Jurriën Timber. I was going to say Ryan Gravenberch, but now he's off to Bayern Munich, isn't he? They could get Lisandro Martinez. I'm just listing off Ajax players. Could get is it Julian Alvarez? No, he's the one going to Man City. The Mexican CDM for Ajax. United do need CDM. You never know, they might stick with Fred, as he did show some promising moments throughout the season. He remembered he was Brazilian. But yeah, again, this is pre-transfer window, so if Man United make good signings, get Rice, they get Timber, then they might be in the top four. So, Champions League places. Fourth, it's going to be Tottenham, isn't it? They could be third. Again, this is pre-transfer window. But I just don't see Chelsea giving up that third spot that easily. And yeah, I might as well put them there now. Chelsea are going to be third. Tottenham, as much as they are Tottenham, the bottlers, I think they'll have a brilliant campaign next season. And Antonio Conte saying, front three of Kane, Son and Kulusevski, absolutely lethal. And they've still got options on the bench like Lucas Moura, Steven Bergwijn, Dane Scarlett. The midfield, they've got Harry Winks. Who did Tottenham actually have in midfield, realistically? Rodrigo Bentancur, we've got him, but like, who else? Oliver Skip. They'll need to sign some midfielders. The defence is sorted, I think. Christian Romero's brilliant defender. Right back, I don't know whether Tottenham fans trust Matt Doherty or not. It seems to be week in, week out, like Marmite. I know they don't trust Emerson Royale. Obviously, they're in for Jed Spence as well, along with Arsenal and like Bayern Munich. So if they get him, it could be good. Yeah, it'll be a good season for Tottenham. Again, it's a pre-transfer window, so you never know what's going to happen. But third place, Chelsea. Again, I don't think they'll be not even as bad as they were at the end of the last season, because they weren't bad. It was just with all the Abramovich stuff going on, they lost focus a little bit, I guess, sort of. Not really, I don't know. But could get Jules Koundé, the centre back from Sevilla, this summer, which will be massive for them. Could also get Declan Rice. Also, Kante could be going to Man United if they don't get Rice. I was going to say they're going to stick with Lukaku next season. Definitely not. But will they sell Lukaku though? That's the thing. He's definitely not going to be the main striker. But I wonder who'd want him. It's a bit of a sticky one. We'll have to see what happens. And Werner as well. Werner always has like a month or so where he's scoring and then not, but he still is a brilliant striker. And they might just play a Havertz up front again. It's like Man City, it's just striker roulette with them. Might play Mason Mount up front, might play Kepa up front, who knows. But yeah, it's Koundé and Rice on the transfer list for Chelsea. If they get either of them, could be a good year for them. And then the final two, Liverpool, Man City, Liverpool. The Reds and the Citizens, the Scousers and the Plastics. Who's going to be first and second? I think the winner of the Premier League next season, without looking at any of the transfer window or any other team's form going into the next season, will be Manchester City. Like they've already won it this season, and now they've got Haaland. Like it's unfair. They're going to get Julian Alvarez from River Plate as well, who scored 6 goals this weekend. Yeah, if they make one or two more brilliant signings are just going to be unstoppable next season. Apparently, they literally might be looking at Keylor Navas as a backup. I think Keylor Navas is better than a backup, but he's like 36 or something. I didn't know he was that old. Might have to pop him in the nanny SBC soon. But yeah, Man City next season will just be unstoppable. In Liverpool, Mane's leaving. He's confirmed that, which sucks for Liverpool because he's been one of their best players in the Jurgen Klopp era. But they've got people who can fill in that position. They've got Diogo Jota, they've got Luis Diaz. Their attack's still sorted. Is Divock Origi leaving as well? They might bring in... They've still got Minamino as well. I forget about him. Now, they might bring him in a backup striker, but... Again, Thiago, Fabinho, still John Henderson. I was going to say Naby Keita, but after that shot last night, I don't think he's wanted on Merseyside. Yeah, the midfield still stacked. Could get Jude Bellingham. I think he's going to stay at Dortmund. Dortmund. Defence, again, sorted. Like, the defence is there. I think out of every team's like areas in the league, Liverpool's defence is the most sorted. Like Robertson and Tsimikas as a backup, Van Dijk, Konate, Matip, and they don't have Lovren anymore. They don't have Ragnar Klavan anymore. Like the Fabinho can play centre back, and John Henderson if needs be. They still have like Nico Williams is at. Where's Nico Williams? Is it like Derby or something? Let me check Footbin real quick. Nat Phillips is at Bournemouth, I know that. He's at Fulham. Ah. Yeah, obviously Trent as well, and then Alisson with Kelleher as backup. Liverpool's defence is sorted. Again, they might sound like a centre mid or a backup striker to replace Origi, but yeah, it's gonna be a good Premier League year. I'll make another one of these. Obviously after the January transfer window's closed, and I might make another one like in the winter, like during the after the January transfer window. So see what happens there, and so that's my pre-transfer window Premier League predictions. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to drop like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think, who could be an underdog, who might be top scorer. I'll do a proper one of these after the summer transfer window, so like top scorer, top assister, flop of the season, all that sort of stuff. I might do one for even like the Championship and other leagues. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.